Well, hello everybody. I'm back, but you guys probably did not want to see me back on this loading screen. So the Chechnya series, I'm trying to work out some things. I keep getting a crash on a certain point in the game. Um, I'm still looking through the bug reports in the Millennium Dawn Discord, so I can at least try to see what if people are experiencing the same things. Which I know that has been happening in the Millennium Dawn game recently with the whole Arms Against Tyranny DLC and the whole market and all that. So I'm playing with my own um, mod set that will actually be linked down in the description. It is actually what we are using on the Imperia roleplay server, which will also be linked down in the description as well. I heavily encourage you guys to join that. Um, Otherwise, so let's get started. This is not saying that the Chechnya game is dead. It will not be dead. Um, I'm just trying to work out some things, but to keep the ball rolling, we will be playing as Denmark. Just as a little short mini thing. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, so if this series drops off, like this series will go until I'm able to fix Chechnya. So hopefully this isn't something that's a long term, but you never know. So just have this backup plan. So we will not be playing with historical AI focuses. I have some custom game rules. Everybody is set to random. I have every single nation set to random that can be set except for these, so I just leave these on base. Otherwise, everybody's set to random, so I don't know what's going to happen. Um, the state transfer tool, never going to use that, not going to use it. Otherwise, everything else is just set to base except for that. So, let's get started. As we are now in the game, as Denmark, let's see. So as Denmark, let's check out the economy, the Danish economy right now. We're sitting pretty good. Uh, let's see here. We are losing. I had 0.054 uh $1,000 it would be. National Focus Tree. They do have their own. It's very easy to work through. Like this is all their political stuff that they can do. We'll be spending most of our time here in the economic branch and also here with the EU possibly. This is more their international stuff, like leaving the EU or getting a faction with the Nordic states, which we might do. I don't really know where I want to take this. And then military. So, our first focus, let's do the governance of Denmark. Um, that's going to get us 100 political power, but also open up all of the focuses. But these focuses require our government popularity to be above 40%. Um, so, like, to start lowering the last bastions of corruption and all that, we need to make sure our government popularity is up. So we will not really be able to change any of these laws unless if it's to boost them. So this is a whole nother thing, expected laws, but like in the Chechnya series, we already know about those. Research, we have 5 research slots. So um, Denmark doesn't really start with a really good infantry equipment. They don't really start with anything militarily wise except for some 4th gen aircraft, pretty much. Um, so let's get improved computing. 3G, kind of what I would call the base techs of Millennium Dawn. Um, let's get carbon fibers, and then with this one, let's start working on that small arms. So with my mod set, it adds this idea that doesn't allow um, the AI to use the market, which this is like the biggest issue with stuff crashing. Um, I'm also using the resources mod where you can get um, the resource expansions and all that, so you're able to get your resources better. Otherwise, that's about it. Um, we'll be doing a lot of these EU things. Like this stuff, it doesn't really matter to us. We'll just let that play out. We can't take the office. We'll be voting on a lot of things. We don't really need that. We're just going to hide it for now. State of the European Union, don't really care. We'll just let the AI run most of this stuff. Um, Complete nuclear program. We probably don't have nukes. Let's look here. Keep that fine. That's fine. Don't really care. We'll be using that. Don't really care. And then we'll just hide you guys. All right. And then joining the EU, we already have joined. Okay. So that's pretty much all the decisions. It's just a bunch of EU and NATO things. We're not cheating. We're not disabling anything. We're not. We can keep that ticked. But otherwise, that's it. Free civilian factories. Energy-wise, we're looking good. Network infrastructure is good in all states. We start off with 3 oil, which is really nice. But let's, how many, we only got 2 civilians that we can use. So let's start building another civilian factory that's going to last until 2003. Otherwise, military-wise, we only got 1 military factory. So just build infantry weapons, even if they're very, very basic. We also have a dockyard. That's going to go to convoys. So, I mean, we got 4 units. One of them's a bit different, but that's all right. So let's put the Jorgen Hul, I guess that's how you probably pronounce it. And then Bjorn, yeah, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. We're not gonna recruit anybody, don't really care because we just went through that. Military organizations. I'll do this off camera. I don't really want to bore you guys with that. So let's just get cracking. We'll 5-speed it for now. So President of the European Commission, and then the Central Bank. Coal bombing. All right, that's fine. Well, not fine, but I don't really care about it right now. It doesn't really concern us. So main goals for this is to probably just get everybody into a faction. I mean, at least, yeah, that's probably the goal, is to, one, get our economy to a point where we're not struggling, and then probably just embrace Nordic cooperation and kind of go down here. Try to create a faction with them. 101 civilian industry from Germany. Sure. I genuinely probably need it. So, I mean, there's not really much that we can do. I mean, we got a navy. It's not a big navy, but it is a navy, so we'll just combine everybody into one fleet, and then we'll just move up the subs into one fleet. But in their separate task group, I think it's what we call it. Yeah, in their separate task group. So we're gonna get Finn Hansen as the main leader. Then we'll just separate these guys. So we got 3 attack subs, 4 frigates, and 17 corvettes. It's a reasonable sized navy. Definitely some convoy raiding that we could do in the eastern North Sea or the lower Baltic if somebody gets a little too trigger happy over here. Otherwise, that's about it. So the United States wants to send us a civilian industry. That is fine with us. We're losing. Ooh, Iran's gonna go their civil war focus, I guess. That's a bit of a change. Right now, I mean, this would more than likely go down. We're paying a lot on our debt, which if we just didn't have that debt, we'd be perfectly fine. But so here's the governance of Denmark. This gonna get us 100 political power, and now we can do pretty much our entire economic tree. So let's do. Maybe we could do energy incentives, get more oil so that we can sell it on the market. First, though, let's get the industrial base of Denmark. This is just going to give us just some tax cost things and a ton of bonuses for 2 years-ish, and then also get us stable to fast growth. It's going to take it. That's going to be a 60-day focus. I mean, I'm just wondering, what if we just paid off all of it? Paid off what we can. That lowers it a bit, but I mean, we're still losing a bit, but whatever. So in about 330-ish days, but we'll accept that. We'll be accepting that right away. So about 350 days now is when all of the civilian industries that we're getting from our allies, of course, in NATO, which allows us to get the research bonuses and all that from those nations. So the Danish Defense Forces is a spirit that we have that increases our military costs, but it also gives us like buffs for our military as well. So we pay into the military to get buffs using these here. So like here we can remove 10% recovery rate, even because it's already at a plus 10%. I'm 99% sure. So we remove the plus 10 to subtract 2% to make it 7% extra for the defense, which isn't that much. So I think what we should do is, where is it? Which one would I like? Yeah, so if we increase the soldiers' pay, we are able to get more speed and winter attrition. So more speed, less winter attrition, less organization though, and a bit more extra spending. I think we take that, and then so are we gonna lose recovery rate? No. So then to combat that, let's do the defense regimental doctors budget adjustments, which that will also would get rid of the organization, but then it also subtracts that little extra cost that we're adding, not by full, but by enough to possibly offset it in the future. So we're losing a bit less money now that we paid that. So whatever. I'm just kind of looking at what everybody wants to do, or what everybody is doing. Doesn't really seem like anything really happened yet. We can look at what our EU partners are doing. So like right now, Germany's doing EU policies. Poland, Chechnya is also doing that too. Industrial base of Denmark is completed. So the next focus, we could do this, the iron working industries, which would offset our insufficient resources. But I think right now we do energy initiatives. And one thing's with these video guys, I'm not really planning on making them that long. So like I might record for like 25-ish minutes, give or take like 5 minutes. So like 25-ish minutes is where I want to record these at, give or take 5 or add 5. Add 5 or subtract 5 from that, you know what I mean. Just because I don't really feel like sitting down editing at this possibly 2 videos in the same sitting with the Chechnya thing once I'm able to figure out what happened there. So if these videos are a lot shorter, now you really know why, just because I don't feel like editing down 2 videos, especially with the Chechnya series. The one with the Chechnya, I record for like, I guess I can talk about this with the speed going. I record for like 40 minutes, and then like the videos get shortened down to like sometimes 25, sometimes 30. So like it's just 10 minutes of me not doing anything. So like I said, give or take a few. It just really depends on where I like the kind of like the spot where we're at right now. Um, while we were gone, Russia stuck with Vladimir Putin, so it seems like that they might be going down their historical route. What else was it? Oh yeah, the labor unions. Um, they wanted to demand something because of the expected laws, which is one thing we could just ooh, wait, we're making money. They did this. Labor unions demand better health care, or it was like better administrated or something like that. So we can basic universal health care with advanced. It's an extra what? I think we just do it via focus like that, just because it doesn't really. I mean, I probably was gonna plan on doing that anyway, but so now we're losing money. Whatever. Let's see. Oh yeah, one thing we could do: dig for resources. This is one thing about being a socialist majority government. We get to use these ideological powers, which is economic interventionism, which gets us these decisions right here. We can dig for more resources if you guys want to take a little look at what it can give you. It gives you a chance at any resource, but different percentages at that depending on what resources you already have. So, like for example, if you already have oil, it's gonna give you a higher percentage on oil. Eurovision Song Contest 2000. Fly on the Wings. Ooh, fly baby fly. I think we won. Or somebody won. I don't really know. I didn't really read through that. So if you really wanted to pause, figure out who won, whatever. But it gave us political power, which is very very nice. Energy initiatives, and this is where we will be leaving it off. But right now, just so I don't have to do it later, natural gas deposits will be our next focus selected. But otherwise, um, this is where I'm going to leave it off today. Just giving you guys a little short little probably mini episode of uh, the start of the new Denmark. I can't really call it a campaign. Do new Denmark mini series. So guys, um, let me know what you think about this new little mini series as I try to fix what's going on with the Chechnya campaign. Um, otherwise, that's kind of it. So I hope you guys have a excellent and great day, and I hope to get to see you guys later. Bye bye.